Welcome to Meet Your Neighbor, the podcast that highlights the people and stories that make Westbrook Village a truly exceptional community. I'm your host, Steve Marilla, local realtor, neighbor, and proud member of this vibrant community. Each episode, we sit down with residents to learn about their careers, life experiences, and what brought them to Westbrook Village. It's a chance to connect, share, and celebrate the unique journeys that shape our neighborhood. Thanks for tuning in. And now, let's meet your neighbor. Arizona is one of the top destinations in the country for military veterans. Thanks to favorable VA loans, veteran communities, and an active outdoor lifestyle, making it a natural landing spot for many former Marines from states like Missouri. Today's guest is Ron Butler, a proud Marine from Independence, Missouri, a man who truly embodies the idea that service doesn't stop when the uniform comes off. While serving in the Marines, Ron didn't just answer the call of duty, he embraced adventure, jumping out of airplanes more than 100 times, not because it was required, but purely as a passion. That same drive and courage has shaped every chapter of his life. Ron retired young, at just 48 years old, but slowing down was never part of his plan. He stayed busy ever since, volunteering, giving back, and staying deeply involved in his community. His story is one of discipline, purpose, and a lifelong commitment to staying active and connected. I'm excited to share the story of Ron Butler today, a Marine, a volunteer, and a great guy. Now, let's meet your neighbor. Hello, Ron.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Good. Just found out you're 82. Gosh, you look great for 82.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, you look good for 75-ish, maybe. Yeah. Like to butter you up before we get started. So you're from Missouri.
Right. Independence.
Independence. You
Yep.
grew up there your whole life?
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
No.
Well, tell me more. Where'd you grow
up? Kansas, Arkansas, Missouri.
Really? Was your dad in the service?
No. I was born in Kansas City, Kansas.
Yeah.
At the age of 2, we moved to Arkansas.
Yeah.
My dad was a sharecropper.
Oh.
In the cotton fields of Arkansas.
Oh,
So
really?
I grew up as a kid picking cotton.
Picking cotton?
Yeah.
What was that? I mean, you always had work.
Always had work. Yeah.
Yeah.
I learned the value of work.
Sure. And how long did you do that for? I mean, your whole childhood?
I was about 7 or 8 when we finally moved. My parents moved back to Kansas City.
Oh, okay.
And I moved in with my grandparents for a few years.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But yeah.
Huh. Yeah. And then go to high school. Did you play sports in high school?
I played football in high school.
Football. Yeah. Because when you were talking about your career being a lineman and we're talking about back problems, I thought, you were a lineman for what team? Not the kind of lineman we were talking about.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So, went to high school. What was that like in Independence?
No, it actually in Turner, Kansas.
Turner, Kansas.
Yeah. When I went in the service, I filled out papers for security clearance.
Yeah.
And I was 19 years old.
Okay.
And I'd lived in 21 different places.
Oh, wow. So that was a struggle. So that's why you can hear how we're getting started here. There's a roundabout way with Ron. Yeah, you've been around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So what service?
Marine Corps.
Marine Corps. Tell me about that.
There was only one service.
There's only, there's a Marine right there. Gosh, I've dealt with you guys. Yeah. I was not early enough to beat you as early as you were for this interview because he was 15 minutes early and I was 15 minutes late for my normal 30 minutes early. So yeah, I knew it. I knew a Marine would always beat me here. So, so what was like? What year were you in the Marines?
I went in the Marines in 1962.
1962.
And got out in 1966.
1966. So
I
was
actually
that before?
Spent 4 years and 4 months on active duty. I got stuck with an involuntary extension because of Vietnam.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So were you over in Vietnam then?
No. Never left the country.
Oh, wow.
Once I got my security clearance and got to my first permanent duty station, that's where I stayed.
Okay. And what was that?
I was a crew chief mechanic on jet helicopters.
Okay.
I
What was that like?
It was fun. It
Yeah.
was probably the best job in the service,
Okay.
and at the best base in the service at Quantico, Virginia,
Oh, okay.
because that was I was crew chief on Marine One.
Marine One. So, which president?
Kennedy and Johnson.
Kennedy and Johnson?
And
Oh, wow.
then with Eisenhower, we used to go up to his farm
Oh, really?
in Gettysburg and pick him up and fly him down to D.C. for meetings.
Would you interact with them at all, or would they
Salute them aboard.
Salute them aboard.
Ask them if there's anything they needed,
and that was it.
That was about it.
Not a big BSer, huh?
Well, Kennedy asked me about where I was from and about my family and all of that.
Yeah.
And I didn't fly with him probably for 2.5 months.
Yeah.
When I got on, the first thing he did was ask me, how's your family in Missouri?
Oh, wow. That had to make you feel pretty dang good.
For a 19-year-old kid, yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, the president remembered where you were from.
Yeah.
That says a lot about Kennedy, too.
Yes,
how
it does.
personable he was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That was interesting. So you didn't want to stay. You didn't want to be a lifer Marine, huh? I mean, you are a lifer Marine. I know that. Don't correct me. Career.
No. Well, I got married and with the Marine Corps, there's no overseas duty stations that you can take your family.
Oh, okay.
So it would have been 13 months overseas.
Sure.
Without the family.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to do that.
Huh. And we were talking about backaches, and you had you said you were parachute. Was that club in the Marines? Tell me about that club.
It was when one of the first jobs I had was crew chief on a regular helicopter.
Yeah.
And we went out one Saturday morning. The base had a parachute club.
Yeah.
And we took the guys up, and I said something to the pilot about, it'd be nice, to do that. And he explained to me if I fell out, jumped out, whatever, if I left the plane and used the parachute I had on my back, the next thing I would be using would be closing the doors in the brig.
Really?
He said, if you want to do it, go visit the parachute club.
Okay.
So I did.
Huh. I thought he was going to say, go ahead and jump out. We just say it was an accident. But... So was a club on base?
Yes. It was all Marines.
Okay.
Yeah.
And tell me about those parachutes, because we were talking about that. And I mean, you watch the movies now and you watch, these guys
with the
just
flyers
come down in this perfect formation. So was that what it was like for you?
No, this is the old days.
This is the old days. So this is the early 60s.
Mid 60s. We had an 18-foot round parachute, like you used to see them on the movies in World War II jumping out. You can't guide them.
Okay.
They take you where they want you to go.
And how do you hit your point? Luck? Or are you calculating for the wind?
A lot of it is luck. And what we would do, the first plane up would take and drop a weighted flag, and you would watch it go down and see where it landed.
Okay.
How close to the point it landed.
Yeah.
And then you would back, it took a quarter of a mile off of the drop, then you would go back and you'd jump a quarter of a mile before you got.
Really? So they just circle back and say, that's about where you're going to land.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah. And I don't think those, from what I've seen, what you're talking about, they haven't changed a lot from what you see in the movies back then. It's just 18. From the time you were doing it, there was no advancement in parachuting, was there?
No. None at all.
So, and how many jumps did you do?
Well over 100.
Well, so what makes you want to jump over and over?
It's like you're flying.
Yeah.
And we started off 5 jumps at 2,800 feet with a latch line where as soon as you go out, it automatically pulls your chute.
Okay. So that's
and then
what that
after
is.
those 5 qualifying jumps, you could go to any altitude you wanted to.
Oh, really?
And
then
my favorite altitude was about 15,000 feet.
15,000.
And you fall till you get to 3,000 feet, and then you pull your chute.
Well, how fast are you going at that point?
Well, in a layout, you're probably dropping at about 100 miles an hour.
Oh, wow. That had to be, I mean,
it lights your soul.
Really?
Yeah.
That takes a lot of guts or not a lot of brains. I don't know which.
A little of both.
A little of both. So, then you got to land. So when you pull that chute, you're going 100 miles an hour.
It's a jolt.
It's a jolt.
Yeah.
Well, that would stretch your back out a little bit.
No, you try to get it in a sitting position so it doesn't snap you back.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Jeez. And you did that 100 times?
Well over 100 times, yeah.
Wow.
But it's like landing with one of those chutes is like jumping off of a 18-foot platform.
Oh, really?
So you had to learn how to land and roll.
Yeah. Did you ever get hurt on the landing?
No.
Not that you. Do you feel like you maybe paid for it later?
It could be, yeah.
Maybe a little back compression. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things, though. But when they came out with I watched them with the new parafoil chutes.
Yeah.
And I said something to my wife about, I think I may go try that.
Did you ever?
No.
Did she ever?
I got my orders.
Yeah. I was going to say, yeah, she volunteered you not to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. I can't believe you'd want to do it. What age did they come out? How old were you when they came out with that chute?
The parafoil chute?
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably 40.
Okay. 40. Yeah, I don't at 40, I may have still wanted to do that, but at 50, I know I wouldn't have wanted to.
Yeah.
50, all of a sudden, the body started to ache a little more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Luckily, I'm hoping I lose my memory to start losing my memory on how my body hurts and all the stupid things I did when I was a kid. Jeez.
Yeah, you don't realize when you're a kid that sooner or later you get to pay for it.
Yeah. Yeah, and you always do. And even if you tell yourself, if you could go back and tell yourself you're not going to do it, you're still going to jump those 100 times. You're still going to do everything stupid you've done. So, So we're in our 60s, not age-wise, but year-wise. You get out of the service. So what'd you decide to do? I would think that you want to do something with adrenaline, knowing that you're coming from jumping out of planes.
Well, no, I was ready to settle down.
Oh, were you?
Yeah. I had an offer to work for TWA in their overhaul base in Kansas City.
Okay.
Decided not to because I knew going in I would be working nights.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't want to do that. So I went to work. I had an uncle that worked for the phone company.
Yeah.
So I went to work for the phone company.
Okay. What'd you do there?
I started off as a lineman, worked as an installer, worked as a cable splicer, worked as a construction foreman.
Yeah.
And then went into the outside plant engineering, designing cable systems for buildings and towns and stuff.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. You really advanced along.
And then I did that for 25 years and 2 months.
Really?
And then they came out and offered me a package, and I retired at 48.
At 48. Wow. You've been retired for a while now.
35 years almost.
And they always talk about, well, what are you going to do? You seem to be doing just fine.
Oh, you got to stay busy.
Yeah.
You got to stay busy.
Let's go back to what was it like to be a lineman? Because you're up on the
Poles.
poles, right?
Right.
You have no problem with heights, obviously, because you're jumping out of planes.
No.
But does that ever get you though? Because I'm not scared of heights. I'm just scared of the falling, and not the falling so much as the landing.
Well, yeah,
right.
That sudden stop.
So, but when you're overconfident, have you ever been overconfident and made a step that you shouldn't have made? Too many to count.
Well, probably too many to count, but you have to be smart enough to realize it.
Right. So you never had any too bad of run-ins with. God, I always hear horror stories on linemen.
Oh,
huh. Yeah.
fall off a pole. Anybody that's been a lineman any time at all will have fallen off at least one pole.
Really?
Yeah. You learn to get up and dust yourself off and go on.
Well, I suppose it's kind of like you said, you're 18, you could kind of train for that with your parachuting.
Yeah.
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 So you trained to fall. I mean, you did pretty dang well retiring at 48. I'm super jealous of that because I'm 57 and still got the hustle. Yeah. So tell me, how'd you meet your wife? Because you're coming up on 60 years, right?
Yes. We'll be 60 years in April. We've been married.
Wow.
And I knew her. I met her in January of 1966, and we got married in April of 1966.
4 months.
4
See
months.
how I did that math?
And when I met her, I was dating her roommate.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh boy, tell me more.
But her roommate met her husband at our wedding.
Oh, really?
And they've been married for 58 years now.
Oh, wow. So I wonder if because your wife seems pretty smart. I wonder if she was just auditioning you with the roommate. And we're gonna have you make a trial run with this guy for me. Huh. So 60 years. What's it like to be married 60 years?
It's for me, it's been a blessing.
Great.
Because I was a little wild.
No, you think jumping out of you just have to tell the 100 times jumping out of a plane to understand who you are. Yeah, yeah, I was a little wild.
Yeah, so she brought stability.
Yeah,
to my life.
Yeah,
yeah.
Well, and even in this interview, I mean, you talked about I didn't want to work nights because I wanted to be with my family. I didn't want to do this because I wanted to be with my family. Has family always been really important to you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I can tell that.
Yeah.
You guys have kids?
We have 2 daughters.
2 daughters?
Yeah. 4 grandkids and 2 great-grandkids so far.
Oh, wow. Are they all back in Missouri?
All of them except my oldest grandson. And he and his wife live in Taiwan.
Oh, really?
He works for Raytheon.
What's
a
Raytheon?
Military contractor.
Oh, okay.
He was when he was in the service, he was in the Army. He was worked maintenance and programming on Patriot missiles.
Oh, wow.
So Raytheon hired him to go over there and teach those people how to program and maintain Patriot missiles.
Oh, wow. That's got to be, you got to be pretty proud of that.
Yeah.
That's a smart kid.
Super kid.
Wow. Must have got a lot of your wife's genetics. So what'd you do when you first retired? You're 48. Were you a golfer back then, or did you have hobbies?
I had just started golfing.
Yeah.
I went back for the first 3 years after I retired, working as a contractor for the company.
Okay.
Teaching the 2 guys that took my job how to do it.
Okay.
Properly.
Yeah.
So that gave me, and then I got into golfing and a little more golfing.
Is golf your number one hobby?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. At this point, I worked for the senior PGA for 14 years.
Oh, really?
Because they had a senior tournament in Kansas City.
Yeah.
And so I headed up the Pro-Am committee.
Oh, wow.
Where we dealt with getting all the amateurs in, getting them on their carts and getting them introduced to their pros and all of that. So I did that for 14 years.
Wow. You don't just sit around and you.
Oh, no, that's one thing, they talk about retirement. It's good, but you can't go home and sit down.
Yeah.
You have to have interest and you have to stay busy.
Yeah. Yeah. You got to have, even when you're young, you have to have a purpose. I mean, we all.
Oh, yeah.
When you go through the grind of, making a living and, paycheck to paycheck and just look, there's people that do that and look forward to retiring and doing nothing.
Yeah.
And then they're dead in 2 months, or 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
2 years is about the standard.
Is it when they just sit?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's what brought you to Westbrook? When did you start coming to Westbrook?
first started coming to Westbrook in 1995.
1995.
I had my best friend and his wife moved and built a house on the 17th fairway of the Vistas.
Okay.
And so he had been moved from Kansas City to here, and he and my wife were like sisters. So they made us promise that they could get together 4 times a year.
Oh, okay.
So we would come out and visit them
Okay.
during the winter.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's actually the one that got me to really playing golf.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do I know him?
No, he passed away in a motorcycle accident 14 years ago.
Oh, okay. Did you ever motorcycle?
No.
No. You're not that stupid. Jump out of planes, but I won't get on 2 wheels.
I had thought about motorcycles, and I had volunteered for a volunteer fire department.
Yeah.
And I was a firefighter, emergency med tech. The first ambulance call I went on was on a motorcycle wreck.
Yeah.
And I decided right then, no, I didn't want to be on a motorcycle.
Yeah, they,
you know, and the guy did nothing wrong. It wasn't his fault, but he got.
Yeah. Did he have a helmet on?
Oh, yeah. Missouri at that time had helmet laws.
Okay. Yeah, they, the doctors call them donor cycles.
Yeah.
Yeah. That I couldn't understand why you didn't do that. I mean, so you're smart enough to not have a motorcycle, but not smart enough not to jump out of a plane. Okay. Well, I'm figuring you out a little bit.
Different age.
Different age. Yeah, different ages. That's the truth. Yes, for sure. So, so you started coming to Westbrook, and what made you want to? You just started seeing it because you've been coming here for
well,
since
we've been coming out as winter as snowbirds for 10 years now.
Okay. Yeah.
When I first retired after about 5 years, we bought a place in Brownsville, Texas.
Okay.
And we would go down there for the winter.
Okay.
Until the drug cartels moved in.
Oh, really?
And they started finding bodies in the street. And we decided we didn't want to be there
that's
anymore.
Not your kind of place?
Not my kind of place.
Yeah.
So we went to Florida for 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
During the winter down around Fort Myers, and the humidity and everything there. And the buddy here was after me all the time about coming out here.
Sure.
So we finally started doing that.
Huh. And then when you did that, I mean, you've been coming solid for 10 years, but 14 years ago he passed away.
Yeah.
Is his wife still here?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you guys still have a good friendship there, and yeah.
And then it's coming out and everything. Through him, we met other people, and so we've got a whole network of friends here in Westbrook now that are really close.
Yeah, you have a good. Are most of those friends the friends that you go to Carambas on Thursday night?
Yes.
Is that the group?
Yeah, that's the group.
Yeah, that's a pretty special group. I mean, it's all, you've got another, what's the, we got the Special Forces guy in your group.
SEAL,
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he's in there, and we've got, the older gentleman that will dance on the drop of a hat, dating Mark's girlfriend's daughter. And he's older than Mark, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we could do a sitcom on that group. It's pretty. My wife and I used to go to that group, and it's exhausting. It's like being around your group is like being with children. They just suck the energy from you. You have so much fun. It's great to see. Yeah. There's great people here.
Oh, there's people in Westbrook golfing with the group I golf with, the veterans group. I mean, and belonging to the veterans group here. I mean, there's just so many good people.
Yeah.
And then the pickleball people. I mean, it's just, it keeps you going.
Yeah. You
going.
Definitely have a variety of things you can do. I mean, even days when we've just had a week of rain, were you getting a little stir crazy with the golf?
Oh, no.
No?
We've got other things to do.
What else do you do? What are you involved in any of these clubs, or does your wife do any of the
No, not really, but it's just there's always something to go see.
Yeah.
We have the wine fest and the art and craft shows, and I mean, it's just always busy.
That's awesome. Yeah. Well, and I don't get to do a lot of that. I should, to promote my real estate business, but I'm too busy working. I thought it would be a great benefit to live in a retirement community and still be working, because you're kind of, training myself for retirement, but it's not. All I'm doing is missing out on all the fun. Yeah, I was hoping you were going to say you're bored once in a while or you didn't enjoy something, but you're taking full advantage of it.
When you get bored, you lay down, you take a nap, and then when you wake up, it's ready to go again.
Ready to go again. Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. So what do you do? So what do you do in the summer? You spend all your time golfing in Missouri?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I golf in a couple of senior leagues.
Okay.
And then I started 2 years ago working with a group that volunteers at the Corn Ferry Tour.
Oh, yeah, that's the like AAA almost. Or,
yeah. These guys, those guys are working on getting their pass to the big team, But so I'm working with that group. So
how do you? So you really stay active with your community. Have you always had a volunteer kind of way about you?
My thing is that everything the community gives you, you need to pay back.
That's good.
So I spent 22 years as a volunteer firefighter, paramedic, EMT. I work with church group, kids.
Yeah.
Volunteer as a youth leader. In fact, my wife and I took 17 of them to New Orleans for a week for a convention.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And it just, teenagers, it gives you a chance to stay active, stay busy.
Yeah. And you get to share your story with these younger kids. Yeah. How long ago was that you did the New Orleans trip?
Oh, that was probably 1978 or 79. Okay. And those kids have grandkids. And
right.
Judy and I are still mom and dad to a whole bunch of them.
Are they? You're still in contact with them?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot your wife's name was Judy because my parents were named Ron and Judy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like you too much to call you dad. Yeah. Well, that's awesome. Do you do volunteering here at all? Or
I haven't.
Yeah.
I haven't.
Yeah. My wife volunteers, and it's funny how simple it is. She brings in garbage cans for women down the street.
Oh, okay.
So, we still work, and so she can't commit a lot, or we'll give someone a ride to a doctor's appointment.
Yeah.
And, kids don't appreciate until later what you did for them. But older people in this neighborhood really appreciate it as they get it, because, they need a little help.
Well, yeah.
So,
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It'd be funny if I called to get a volunteer to give me a ride to a doctor's appointment. You showed up. That would be kind of interesting. Yeah. Well, I really appreciate the conversation. Have you had a good time today?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You got an interesting story. I mean, I don't know about that jumping out of plane stuff, but yeah. Well, I appreciate it. Thanks for doing it.
Well, thanks for the invitation.
Yeah. I look forward to listening to it. You have a good one. Thanks again for tuning in to the Meet Your Neighbor podcast. Real estate is how I'm able to support this show and give back to our community. If you or someone you know is thinking about buying or selling a home in Arizona, I'd love to help. I also offer a free real estate review, basically a health checkup for your home's value and market position. You can call or text me anytime at 651-295-6830. Again, that's 651-295-6830. I'd be honored to help you or your neighbors with the next chapter of your real estate journey. And thanks again for listening, and be sure to keep connecting.